Runk.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Will you please?
Hello? Hello?
Here we are, dude. It's Lifeline. We're into it. We got it. It's gonna be good.
Put the other thing up.
It's gonna be good. No, because I'm gonna be in Dania,
There we go.
Florida. I'm gonna be in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm gonna be in a bunch of different other places. Okay, if you scrolled, you'd know. Indianapolis, Irvine, Huntsville, Alabama, Miami, Florida. Anyway, whatever, dude. But
Houston, Texas, keep going.
yeah, no, it's okay.
How you doing? Salt Lake City, Utah, how you doing? Boise, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Oh, Trump gonna see you, dude? Ho-ho!
So
Midland,
bad.
Texas, Syracuse,
I
New
will
York.
be all there.
All over the place. Daytona Beach, Florida. That's where the boy's gonna be.
See, I even want
Go
yeah.
see the boy.
All right. See, I don't even want. You don't even need to do all that for me. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
care though. I'm
ChrisSid.com.
great. I'm great at
Get
stuff.
tickets.
So it's episode 161. How you doing? It's Sunday, May 18th. Happy birthday to Pope John Paul II, and also rest in peace. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, it's not his birthday if he died, right?
Nah, it's still the birthday.
I know, but you don't have to celebrate it, right?
If it's a pope, you might want to, just in case.
Nah, dude.
Pascal's wager. You know what I mean? Pedro Pascal's wager.
No.
Make sure you sign up for our Patreon, of
Enough of
course.
Pedro Pascal.
PedroPascal.com/lifeline-luxury. We got, I don't know, something like 60 episodes up now, plus the 2 live shows. And of course, I already said, go see this guy, your boy, how you doing, on tour. And make sure you sign up for my Patreon, patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. It is currently free, won't always be free. So make sure you get up in there. Matt D'Elia's Confused coming back. Baby.
Okay.
LifelineMerch.com is where you get our merch. It's great. Buy it all. If you don't, you hate me.
Dude, it's hot. I had the plumber at my house today.
Doing a bit.
Get this. No, I did. Because my wife drove over one of the pipes and it burst. So it was awesome. We had a huge geyser.
I'm sorry. How does someone drive over a pipe?
Because it was under the ground and the casing broke. You know, it's like in the ground and the casing broke and it just squirted up.
Oh my God.
It was like that for so long, dude. We had to find where the water was. I had to get the hammer and smash the pipe to the side so it would stop doing it, and I did it. I'm like, it was like, you know that movie Daylight with Sylvester Stallone?
You've never
I was
done
like
anything
him.
like that.
No. I can make it happen.
I'm really handy. But go ahead.
No, you're handy like that movie Handyman in the with Damon Wayans. Remember that one?
Yeah, but wait, what?
Because
Was
it
that
stands
called
for
Handyman?
handicapped.
Oh.
I mean, it's so. They
What
would
was the
never make
character
that
he did
movie
when he
now.
goes,
That's that.
I thought it was a drunk guy.
Oh, you're talking about. Yeah, he did do that
the
too. I mean,
homeless
they're
guy.
kind of the same one.
He just did for everybody.
Okay, but Handyman was also a guy who kind of did that. But you're talking about the. Bro, I can't believe they did this.
Oh my God. Yeah, I do remember this.
Have no fear. Handyman is here.
Whoa. Okay, no, stop. No. Making me depressed, honestly. I love In Living Color, but that is a depressing bit.
Well, it's just weird because it's funny, but like it's wild that used to be.
I actually
acceptable.
Not because it's offensive. I actually think that is not funny.
Why?
Because the suit, that's not funny. Like he's got a handicap sign on his chest. That's just like, it's a dumb joke. And it's just like, I don't, you know what I mean?
No, it's what it is, you know. I mean, Damon Wayans is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's
hilarious.
hilarious. Yeah.
And Tommy Davidson, wow, so funny.
Tommy Davidson has a memoir out, or as I like to say, memoir, and he blows it all up, dude. Wow. Talks about everybody. Says that his best friend on that show, the one who was always the coolest to him, have a guess.
David Unger.
Nope.
Jim Carrey.
Yep.
All right.
Jim Carrey.
Well, what are you saying?
What am I saying?
Well, have a guess. Why have a guess?
I just wanted you to guess, see if you got it right.
Okay.
He hates the Keenan, though. Keenan Ivory
really?
Wayans, yeah.
I don't know anything about any of those guys except for the small times that I've been around them. I mean, Damon Wayans was nice. Damon Wayans Jr. is really great. David Allen Greer is really nice. They've always been nice to me, but I don't know. I haven't met Keenan, and I met Jim Carrey. He's great.
My favorite was always David Allen Greer on that show.
So funny. Yeah, probably.
The 2 Gay Movie Critics that
funny.
him and Damon did
Yeah.
was the funniest.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, she broke a pipe and it bursted, and it's fine, but it's just annoying. I thought it was going to be like $20,000. It was not, but it was so annoying because we had no water for a night.
Dude, get this. My AC's been not cranking.
Completely disregarded my story at all.
No, it's got to do with similar stuff.
I know.
It's not been cranking hard enough.
That's bad.
And it's like, I set it to like 70.
You set it and
all
forget it?
day over the weekend, it was just at 80. The thermostat's at 80, so it was just cranking the whole time. I was like, it's not that hot. Like, get it down to 70 at least one time,
Yeah.
Even at night, it was like not doing it.
Okay.
And so I made an appointment with the guy that I found that I was going to use. It says they advertise $88
Okay.
all in and anything. And this is their advertisement, right?
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, oh, great. That's low. That's the lowest price that I've found so
Right,
far.
okay.
So I fill out the whole thing online and make the whole appointment and my address, my phone number. At the very end,
Oh, no.
there's a box you have to check
Oh, no.
to confirm the appointment. It says, I agree to $199 whatever it is, like to go, like just to visit. The visit
Wow.
alone is $199 on top of whatever everything costs. And I was like, dude, you're the
So it's gonna be at least
shittiest
$300.
business. Yeah, exactly. It was going to be
Unbelievable, dude.
$288 at the minimum.
That's so messed up, dude.
Why is that? Like, that's
Well,
such
I mean,
a bad way to do business.
Yeah, but you check it.
They're
because you don't
counting
look.
on people being like, I already went this
know.
far.
And or being lazy and just clicking. Oh wow, dude. No, dude. No.
I did not do it.
Yo-
And then I found a guy who said they'll come out for $80 and then charge that, or that's just to come out there. And if there's something,
Yeah,
you can
then-
put that $80 toward what it
okay.
costs.
Wow. Well, that makes more sense.
Obviously, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, the drive time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a guy. I mean, it's hard not getting swindled, dude.
I know.
Because they're like they'll do it too when they're there already. Because you're like, they're gonna leave, and then it's like I might as well just pay now. Have another guy come, and
Yep.
like I had a have a lock wrong on my door. I had a locksmith come, and he's just like, it's gonna be this much money, and I was like, what? Just for the lock? And he was like, yeah, takes work, and I was like, all right. Because if I don't do it, he leaves, and then he knows a lock doesn't fucking work, and then he robs all my shit tonight. So what I did was I said yes, because that's game tax, really. You get charged. That's game tax. Oh, you know what? He caught me slipping, and that's what it is.
I'm a little worried about my ex-plumber. I haven't told this story on this podcast. I told it on a live stream of my own the other day, but real quick. I recently found a plumber handyman who I thought was like my guy. He's done a few jobs for me. Guys thought like these pro guys came out to like look at my toilet. They're like, oh, I got to replace the toilet. It's going to be like $900. Da da da. I was like, I don't know. And I had my guy come out, and he was like, oh, this is like whatever. It was like $80, $70. And
Well, how big of a shit are you gonna take, man? It's an $80. I can do it in $80.
so that was like the third time in about 6 months he'd come out. So he's my guy. I always go to him first.
Okay.
Okay. So one night, my kitchen sink breaks.
Okay.
It was a Friday night.
Okay.
I text him, just say, hey, the kitchen sink's broken.
Right.
I can't really live without the kitchen sink.
Right.
If there's any chance you can come take a look tomorrow morning, that would be amazing.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Knock. He knocks on your door. Hey, I'm here.
I'm not exaggerating. He wrote back reams and reams and reams of text, just like you have to scroll to read all of what he wrote at least 3 times.
Okay.
You got to clear the screen 3 times. And he's being like, you expect me to come off this job I'm doing this weekend? He sends pictures of the job he's on. And I was like, oh, fuck, this guy knows where I live.
Oh my god. Yeah, but you didn't do anything wrong.
I know, but he thinks I did.
Yeah.
And now I was like,
well, I'm saying like you. Oh my god.
it was so bewildering. And I was so like, I even was like, I was just trying to give you money.
Yeah.
Just say no.
Yeah. Did you write
or-
back?
Yeah. I was like, you can just say you're busy.
Yeah.
It's okay, dude. It's
yeah.
totally fine. I don't expect anything
Right.
from you.
Right.
And he's like, because when he installed the sink,
Yeah.
and he's like, I told you in my break. He was like, I thought I was accusing him of having done it wrong.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'll just ask somebody else. And he's like, oh, fine, you want to take your business elsewhere after all we've been through?
wow,
And I was like,
okay.
oh my God, dude.
So wait, in that moment, was he a woman? I'm just saying because the way he was arguing, the logic stuff.
he was, and this is the truth. The very first time I laid eyes on him, I thought
You fell in love because he's a woman.
he's crazy.
Oh, okay.
But his rates were so low, and he knew his shit.
Crazy Eddie was crazy.
He was so good at it. I was like, yeah, I don't care. Who cares? Everybody's a little bit crazy.
How much is it going to cost? $12. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I guess so. That's real cheap. Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of like that. He had a lisp. You know who he reminded me of is the Go Obama guy.
Okay, but now you're talking about him, and he's just going to be like sending you more texts.
No, he doesn't watch this show.
Oh God, dude.
Cut to me, just fucking.
Cut to him, just fucking dark with the flicker of the.
He's got a big list, you know, of people he's gonna kill. Just to be clear, I'm not gonna say his name, but if you are watching, I meant nothing by it.
Yeah.
I was just trying to give you a job.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
My plumber.
And that was right before Matt texted me. Watch what I text my fucking jerk plumber.
Yeah.
So
No, it didn't happen.
no, he didn't do that.
Thanks.
But I will say that's pretty wild, dude.
It was so.
You know what I would have
insane.
written back? I would have written back if he had sent all that. I would have written back I ... and that's it. Because he would have felt so weird, dude.
I don't know if a crazy person can feel weird like that, though. You know
One
what I'm
time I got I was at a strip club. I was in my 20s, and I got the stripper's number, and then I left and I wrote her, "What's up with your booby loobies?"
I'm assuming that didn't go very far.
I never saw her, but she was.
You
like,
don't
what
say.
Are you talking about? And I was like,
She responded?
yeah. I mean, everybody's crazy. Everybody in the world is absolutely crazy. You just gotta
Everybody's
figure it out.
crazy.
So what's up with your booby loobies? Booby loobies, man. And I was
How old were you?
alone when I texted it.
How old were you?
24?
24? Yeah. God, I haven't been to a strip club in so long.
Same, but I used to go all the time, but I would just like, man, I guess, wow, dude, booby loobies. Anyway, want to get into it? Submission?
Yeah, let's do it. This is a good idea. Good segue.
Hey, Matt and Chris. I just went to Starbucks for a coffee and paid for an additional cup with ice. And it got me thinking. The other day, my son noticed that you have to pay 25 cents now for soup crackers, and he was not pleased. I think that was his first experience of that. So my question for you is, what is your least favorite situation of nickeling and diming that seems to be popping up everywhere these days? Thanks.
Dude, anytime there's a process fee, that means nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll go buy tickets to go see Bruno Mars, and it's like, there's a $35 processing fee. What the fuck is that? What is that?
I was going to say the same thing. I was literally just looking at buying a movie ticket. The movie ticket was $17, $15 if you're a member. But either way, there was a $2 processing fee. Like, what what do you mean?
You're saying exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so weird. They do it on my shows. It drives me nuts, dude. Because people will want to come see me, and we'll talk about what I make my prices a ticket. I'll be like, yeah, make the ones in the second level this much, make the ones in the front row this much, and then I'll go look when they're live, and it'll be like, what? This isn't what I said, because all in with the processing fees and all that shit. It's like, so it's like, as an artist, you want to bring it down as much, but then you're not making any money because you got to give a percentage to the theater anyway. It's crazy. That stuff is just so crazy, bro. People are crooks, man.
No, it's true.
People are crooks. They're crooks.
Yeah, everyone's a crook.
I mean, you were talking about that in the beginning of the episode, the plumber, or not the plumber.
No, it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's all these hidden fees, dude.
Hidden fees is terrible, dude.
Yeah,
it's so terrible, man.
I don't like. I mean, every year basically, I get a letter from the IRS that says you were off on your taxes by anything from like $22 to $600.
Right.
I've had, but it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're the government.
Yeah.
And I don't have $600 fuck you. Like, ask Jeff Bezos, you fucking assholes.
well, that is just the that is the
I'm not.
absolute,
I don't want to give you more money.
Yeah.
I gave you so much money, and asking for $22 more is more insulting than asking for $600 more.
and they'll fuck you right in the ass, dude.
Oh, they don't give a fuck, dude.
But they will. It's so crazy that really sucks. That they don't fucking pay taxes, man. That really sucks.
it's the fucking. I honestly think it's the worst thing about the country right now.
The only worse thing than that is that people who are mad at that say "eat the rich." That drives me nuts.
That, you know what that is, though? It's literally just like an annoying expression from a particular period of history. It's just like a dumb expression. Okay.
That's what
Yeah. They don't actually want to eat anything.
No, I know.
Yeah,
They're, you know.
Why do you hate it, though?
Because, dude, it's just something that people hang on to. It's like now everyone's saying, like, anytime someone, like, makes fun of something, they're like, wow, that's crazy work.
What is it? Oh, dude, I'm so out of the loop. What's
Yeah,
that?
it's just that. Or like, oh, diabolical.
Diabolical, yeah.
You know?
Don't like
it's
that,
like,
yeah.
dude, make up your own shit, bro. You know how, dude, I make up so much shit on my own. I work at it.
The risk is no one will know what you mean if you make up your own, though.
Good. Fuck those people.
Okay.
I want limited amount of people knowing limited amount of people to know what I mean.
All right.
Fuck that. Why do I want to talk in code, dude?
Okay.
I literally want to be a spy.
Okay.
And that's it, dude. You don't ever know what the fuck I'm talking about. Flalipoo.
The worst comedian to just not be making any sense. No one knows what you mean.
Clink. Clink, clink. Eating chips. All right. Yeah, next one.
Hey, Matt and Chris. Big fan of the show. Appreciate you guys taking a voice note. I know it's probably tough to not know what I look like. Want to see what you guys thought about the situation that happened. So I had a relationship end a couple months ago, and I've since found out that a couple weeks after the relationship ended, that one of my buddies ran into my ex-girlfriend, and I guess they flirted, and they were allegedly super drunk. Nothing physical happened. However, he then proceeded to send a follow-up social media message to ask her out on a date, which in my opinion means that you weren't that drunk if you're able to make the conscious
dude.
DM. Anyway, irrelevant about her.
Dirty.
She's an ex being an ex, but
dirty.
This friend of mine doing that is like really, really making me angry.
Dirty.
And I want to see what you guys thought about how to work through this.
Dirty.
Thanks, guys.
Dude, you know what, man? Well, here's the thing. If he doesn't think you're enough of a friend, then that's okay, fine. But he's been like, if he's a really close friend that does that knows you'd be bothered and is interested in keeping the relationship, no, that's fucked, dude. It is the game. Okay, fine. It's the game. All right? Right? But, you know, friendships are stronger than the game. And you can't be friends with somebody who does that to you. You just can't. You can't. That's fucking awful.
He's not your friend.
Have I, fucked my friends' girls? No, you know? And I would dude, you gotta have I'm joking. You gotta have a code. You gotta have a code. You gotta have a code, dude. This is bullshit. Motherfuckers that are like, oh yeah, they broke up. I'm gonna see if I can get in here. Dude, what are you, dude? You're like
So insecure.
I'm trying to think of the fucking, you know what I mean? You're like a bitch. You're like an Eunuch, right? Like a fucking somebody who has no penis.
Eunuch, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. What's Eunuch?
Eunuch is a name.
Who's Eunuch?
A few people named Enoch.
They have penises?
Yeah, they're men, yeah. So eunuch. You meant eunuch. It's close. It's
Eunuch.
okay, yeah.
All right, yeah. Eunuch. They're eunuchs, dude.
Yeah, no, there's a term. It's like there's a term for guys that can only scoop.
Yeah,
like
bro.
The
eunuchs.
Okay. No, that's the term for guys without dicks because they got cut off.
Right. So they have to feel manly other ways by like trying to hit on your girl.
I guarantee you, his friend, ex-friend, wasn't a eunuch. You know, isn't a eunuch.
You think his name was Enoch?
Yeah.
What if it was Enoch?
Wait, hang on.
Enoch.
Did he say 2 weeks or 2 months? It's sort of splitting hairs.
Enoch, knock,
Who's there?
eunuch.
Nice. 2 weeks or 2 months, did he say? Either way, that's way too short.
Dude,
If it was 2 years,
2 years, fine, dude.
is questionable.
Well, 2 years is the time where okay, you can start thinking about it. I believe.
I agree, but
whatever,
you
bro.
should
If you're
still be more upfront about it, if possible.
yeah, you'd want to say, "Yo, bro."
Yes.
You know,
yes,
look,
yes, yes,
I'm
yes,
joking
yes.
about. I've never fucked my friend's whatever girl. You know, I've never done that. I would never do that. But like I have after they dated, a year or two later, been like, "Yo, do you mind?"
Mhm.
And if they say no, then I honestly they said no, and I still didn't do it,
Dude.
But I just because I felt weird. But if they said yes, then you know, I guess you're okay.
I dated a girl
Bragging.
like 6 years after a kind of I should say at the time a friend of mine.
That's bitch shit, though.
I went over to his house.
Yeah, this is crazy.
To tell him that I was planning on like dating her because we had like gotten to know each other a little bit, and he outright was like, "Yeah, it's all right."
Yeah.
But he said he was like, "I just just so you know, I know her pretty well, probably better than you at this point, and I can tell you that she's not a good person."
What?
And I was like, "Oh,
A eunuch.
okay, well, that's good to know, but I obviously don't think that yet, at least. So I'm gonna do what I want to do."
Huh.
And anyway, I found out. First of all, that guy never talked to me again,
Yeah.
ever.
Mhm.
And I found out I ran into a different ex of mine.
Mhm.
This is after the girl that I was asking to date. We had already broken up. I ran into a previous ex, and he said, and he said, outed myself as gay.
yeah,
She
yeah.
said, "Are you still friends with that?" And then she said that guy's name,
Yeah.
and I was like, "No, actually, no."
Uh-huh.
And she was like,
Stop saying
"Okay."
hate, but yeah.
She was like, "Oh, okay, I think that's a good thing."
Oh.
And I was like, "Why?" And she said, "Nah." And I was like, please tell me. Like, we're not friends at all. Like, don't worry about it. And she said, well, he told me that you were dating his ex. So, like, we should get together and, like,
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
just
yeah,
because
yeah.
of that. And I was like, what's so
Well, that's who does that though.
Weird,
That guy
though.
tried to always sleep with
That
who
guy
I was
did,
dating,
yeah. He had done
So-
it previously to me many times.
Yeah, which I don't.
without asking me.
Yeah, which I don't care, bro, because that's honestly the game. But like, especially if you're dating and shit, and you're in LA. If you're in LA, dude, and because when you operate in LA as a bachelor, and there's the women that have come from the baddest women that come from Idaho, the baddest women that come from Arlington, the baddest women that come from, and you're just scooping it up, right? The game is, oh, fuck, you got her. Oh, well, if you get bunched up about that, move back. Okay? LA, you're not stronger than the game. And if you are, then that's the game, dude. But you're not stronger than the game, right? So when that dude we would always be like, I'll get her. And he'll be like, no, I'll get her. And sometimes he got her, dude. And I go like this, like the Antonio Banderas meme, because that's the game.
Yeah, you guys.
I loved it.
You guys were weird about that.
We were very
shit.
weird about that.
I was never involved with that shit, and I ended
And
up
the
dating
both
that
of
girl
us ended
for-
up going to rehab for that.
How's this is a good ending. Not only did I date that girl for over 2 years, he was right. She was a very bad person. So,
well, okay. The thing is just, I don't like when dudes get bunched up over that. Like, motherfucker, dude.
I also came the most correct imaginable,
Well, yeah, you definitely did. Yeah.
which like people in my life were like, "You don't have to do that." I was like, "I know, but like, it'll
Yeah,
be
I
better for
know.
me long
Yeah.
term."
Dudes are
Didn't matter.
bitches, though, dude.
Yeah.
I remember one time, I like, dude, especially comedians, bro. Like, there would be women in the crowd that sometimes, you know, when I was single, I would go out and I'd, hey, what's up? And then, like, you know, I would get them because comedians are disgusting. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'd like get all bunched up about it. I'm like, dude, you don't know about the fucking game. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
It's not me, it's the game. Right?
I mean, that's one way to.
I felt bad after
not take responsibility for
Yeah,
things.
I felt bad.
but
I did
sure.
start thinking that I felt bad because life is more than about that. And now that I have a family, I feel a lot differently about it. And perhaps my behavior was a little bit shitty.
Sniper.
You know, but
Sniper.
you know how people say, I got no regrets because I am who I am because I fucked those people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those people are pieces of shit, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's like that song "My Way," which is an amazing song. but
It
it's
is
like,
an amazing
wow,
song, dude.
You know,
But
so
it's-
regretful that song.
The reason why it's
guy who wrote it.
it's an amazing song is because if it was in a movie when the guy's world was crashing down, playing over the track, it would be fucking so good. That's why. Because nobody actually believes if you just do it your way, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, people like that live the longest though.
And I did it my way. In the meantime, Frank Sinatra was like, "Bring up 90 olives to the penthouse now, or I'll fucking circumcise 6 men."
Yeah.
You know he was.
Oh, he was one of the biggest pieces of shit
I'll
ever.
spit all over whores.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Bring me a chopper now.
I can't imagine how big of a piece of. Can you even imagine how
dude.
big a piece of shit
No.
Frank Sinatra
No,
was?
No, and you know, God bless the dead, but it's just like, come on, you know that dude was just like, you know, bro, they were basically kings.
And gangsters to a degree.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was all tied up with the mafia and shit.
yeah. You don't got
Crazy.
Tabasco? Let me put your head in a vice. That's him in a restaurant.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
All right,
well,
next one.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Chris.
What's up?
Matt, I'm Stilo from the OG
Oh,
chat.
hell yeah,
FYI,
dude.
So, what's up?
What's up?
Anyways, my wife and I
Hey, wife.
have a
Helicopter.
question for you. We've been talking for several years about starting a family.
Uh-huh.
And as people do, you know, sometimes we'll talk about potential names of kids that we might have in the future. And early on, we would joke that we should name our kid Richard because our last name is Long, L-O-N-G.
Yeah, I get it.
So we could have a
Gotcha.
kid named Dick Long.
Yeah.
Right.
Do it.
And as time goes on,
No. trouble.
she
Hellcat.
is very serious that
Under
she
duress.
wants to name our potential future son Richard Long.
Wow.
I think the poor bastard would just get ruthlessly bullied.
Yeah. That's the.
And
That's
she thinks it would be a power name, especially once he's
When he's
a grown-ass
older.
man.
when he's older. Yeah.
So, what say you guys?
When he's older.
I mean, I agree
all
with.
the damage will be done.
Yeah, but.
Why don't you just call him Cockhead Cum Stabber?
Well, that would be worse. Because that would be worse. Cockhead cum stabber Long.
Hello, Cockhead Cum Stabber. I can't see
I-
the business.
I think that it depends on how you're going to be as parents, and it also is running a risk of what kind of kid you have.
No.
If the kid is like shy and potential like you know possibly
Oh
going
my
to get
God.
bullied, like you're going to have someone who's going to grow up and end up with issues. If the kid is just like doesn't really give a fuck about any of that shit and tunes the noise out and is like, yeah, my name's Dick Long when he's 8.
What kid does that?
Exactly. But I'm just saying you're taking a huge risk. By the time he's an adult, being named Dick Long is the
Hell
shit.
yeah, I wish my name was Dick
Yeah.
Long.
But the concern is their childhood and potential scars that would be left from being teased.
Yeah. And plus, name him Enoch. Dude, Enoch is a name?
Yeah, man.
That's a bad name.
Enoch is a biblical name.
Oh, that makes sense.
Old Testament.
Biblical names suck, you know?
Not really. There's a
Oh,
lot of
come on,
regular
dude.
ones.
Yeah,
Matthew is one.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying like the other ones, like Jeremiah
Yeah.
and fucking Leviticus.
Abraham.
Oh, dude, Abraham.
Abe is all right.
Abe is not all right.
Abe is all right.
Abe
Yeah.
is not all right.
all right.
Abe is not all right.
It's like, the name Saul. You don't really take him serious.
Saul would be good with long. Saul Long.
So long.
Yeah,
That is
Saul
that
Long.
is cool.
Yeah. Name
That
him
is
Saul,
cool.
even though, it's a Jewish name, but go with Saul Long.
Name him Macacus too.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Macacus Too Long. Hello, Macacus Too Long. Nice to meet you.
Get out, sir.
You don't understand, all right, next one. No, you don't need a kid dick long.
Yeah,
What's up,
it's
man?
too much of a
Huge
risk.
Fan, always have been.
Thank you.
So there's a new-ish friend in my life who engaged in some pretty incel-y behavior recently. So
How's he
we're
fucking-
at his apartment, and it's an after party where most of the people like just met at the bar. One of those things.
Yeah, those are the
Good
best.
And
description.
I'm sitting next to a really pretty girl on the couch.
Hell
and he's
yeah.
like sitting down looking up at us with the whole party going on. And
Yeah,
at one
wait,
point in
what?
the conversation, while we're all chilling, she kisses my cheek
Oh.
and even like puts her head on my shoulder.
I mean, you're not the only
And
guy that's
when
having it.
she
That happened
does
to me, too.
that, my friend's body language becomes visibly unhappy and
Oh,
stiff.
fuck. You're the man.
And then a little bit later on, he's ending up sitting on the couch
The
on
game.
the other side, and he's awkwardly putting his hand over her, trying to put his hand over her, even though that's obviously not what she was kind of queuing for.
Well,
And then eventually it gets to a point where she mentions the fact that, oh, I'm going home now. And he gets very insecure and insists that she stay there.
Oh.
And eventually she gets home after way too much fucking back and forth.
yeah.
But I guess my question is, do I cut this friend off, or do I have a conversation with him? And how do I have a conversation with him just telling him that, this is how you behaved the other night, and don't fucking do that again if we're going to hang out?
What is going
Thanks.
on, dude? This is honestly the most Canadian shit that's ever happened. And what I can't believe is, dude, it is so Canadian to do what the other guy did.
What do you mean? Why?
Because Canadians are like, oh yeah, well, unless you're, until you're insider, fair game. Dude,
Wow.
I can't, dude. There was another comic where I was one time. I took a girl into my I was in her car, and we were leaving, and he walked up to her driver's side and was like, and he's like, what are you doing afterwards? And I'm like,
Me.
hey,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
We were like basically holding hands.
Yeah.
And like, if he was really good looking, that would have been so sexy. But he's not.
Yeah.
If it's Brad Pitt, okay, I'd be like, oh, dude,
Was he
game
Canadian?
tax.
Was he Canadian?
No.
Okay.
The guy is so weird.
Okay.
But
so,
I'm like, dude, hey, you're gonna make it now. Not only are you gonna fumble this, you're gonna make it worse for me, dude. I'm gonna have to undry it up.
well, I mean,
No.
you're already in your car. She can just hit the gas pedal and go.
Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal.
Lost your
Yeah,
mind.
but
Lost your mind.
you could hit the gas pedal, but it's like, dude, she was drunk,
Shouldn't have been driving.
Yeah.
But okay, so the thing about this is that the way that guy was behaving, the guy with the submission referred to it as incel-y behavior. What it is
Incel-y.
is 16-year-old behavior.
Is
Like, dude, that kind of shit happens in high school, then a little bit at college age, and then ideally never over the age of 21. Like, you gotta just read the fucking tea leaves, and not even read the tea leaves. Read the situation that is unfolding in front of your fucking face. The woman's kissing your friend. Guess who she likes? Your friend,
Dude, imagine, dude.
not you.
The two of you on a couch, and the friend's just like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
And the hands are here.
Yeah, yeah. Don't do that with your tongue. Though.
He's like this. He's like this.
No, he's like this, like his arms all like it's a bitch,
No, but it's just like,
yeah, dude. Look, if you're asking what should you do, I mean, if you want to really, if he's like a close friend, bring it up.
he's not, dude. Hey.
And if he's not a close friend, try not to hang out with him anymore. That's like because what that's also indicating is a very, very, very like competitive kind of maybe even closeted homosexual, like repressed guy.
We need to get you checked. Say that to him. And then when he says, what? Be like, you're autistic. We need to find where on the scale you are. Because this is just, you didn't know what was happening.
No, it's sneaky.
It could be,
it's
but I'm
not
saying,
even that.
I'm your friend. I'm going to assume it's not sneaky. I'm going to assume you weren't sneaky because I'm your friend, okay? And I know that we're good friends. We need to go and get you tested, though, on the autism scale.
No, don't do that. Don't hang out with them if you're not good friends. If you are good friends, be like, hey, what happened the other night?
What you should have, yeah, okay, fine. If you,
You
want to be a
saw
real
her
person, yeah.
kissing me.
But what you should have done is shut it down right there. You had to go in early, and you had to look at her and be like, "Hey, this guy's being really weird with you. I'd like for him to stop. He's my friend. It's weird for me. Let's go into a different room, me and you."
Yeah, but that
Fucking
forces.
goddamn, dude. I'll bring a towel because I know that it's gonna be. Yes, I'll bring a towel because that that would make a girl really be like, "Wow, holy shit, are you Zorro?"
No, that you don't change what you're doing.
Oh, you
just
do,
because
though,
there's
dude.
some other guy in the room. No, that's
you-
that's like beta
so you
shit,
don't play
dude.
Defense, bro.
No, you know what's up. You know it's over. He's just being a fucking loser, and you can let him be a loser or not. It's already over. She's with him.
Not yet. Not if you're Canadian. Oh, it's fair game until you're not entitled.
Why are
yet.
you assuming he's Canadian?
I
Nobody in this is
guarantee you,
Canadian.
one of the guys in that was Canadian.
The guy who did that submission, only you know you're you, right into the show.
From Saratoga.
Our
Or from
producer-
Saskatoon.
Saratoga, you know? Right into our show. Our
From
producer will
Alberta.
tell us,
Send the thing
are
in
you Canadian?
from Kelowna.
From Saskatchewan. All right. That's so common, though. Anyway,
bro.
go ahead. Blind.
trying
Blind. Just went blind.
I'm trying to think of the times that's happened, and like,
That's just happened to me a lot.
not me, bro. No, it has not happened to me a lot. Because I would do my dirt all by my lonely mostly.
Mm.
You know, but like if, yo, what? What?
All it is ultimately is embarrassing for that guy. That's why I don't give a fuck when it happens.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, dude, you're a fucking loser, and you're letting everyone know. Go
He's
ahead.
he's a eunuch. He's a fucking eunuch, dude.
Everybody's a eunuch today.
Because a eunuch doesn't have a cock, and they're bitchy, dude. Remember the guy from Lord of the what is the
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones?
Mm.
Always like this.
Yeah, the bald guy. Yeah.
Are you done with her? Like
Yeah.
that's him. Did you guys actually kiss, or technically, or was it? Can I lay my hand on her shoulder? I know you didn't get technically. You weren't inside her. Yes. It's cold here in Calgary.
All right. Next.
How about
Hey,
those
what's
from
up, Chris and Matt?
Maple
It's
Leafs?
Joe from Massachusetts again.
What's up,
I
Joe?
called in on November. My dog died, and you guys sent me a new hoodie, which was very
Oh,
nice of
cool.
you. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
Could you actually pay for that?
My question is, how do you not compare yourself to other people like your age? You know,
Yep.
Like for example, sitting in my room yesterday, there's this musician named David D4VD,
No.
and in January, this guy made like
What happened after you
hundreds of
killed him?
thousands of dollars, and he's one day older than me.
Uh-huh.
Right, one fucking day, March 28th, 2005.
Whoa, dude!
We have the same birthday, by the way, Chris.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, how do I stop doing that? Because it's fucking killing me. I can't keep doing it. Also, about birthdays, Matt, your birthday is the
Fair
same day as me and my lady's anniversary.
Rain Man.
Whoa.
I think that's kind of.
Hey, dude, who cares?
Funny. Anywho, yeah, saw you in Boston. You're very funny,
That's
Chris.
pretty
You're
weird.
also hilarious. I subscribe to your Patreon.
Thank you, bro. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, I love the kiss, bro. Dude, he talked too much about dates, but that's fine. But he seems like a cool dude. I would probably chill with him, right?
Yeah, now you say that because he explicitly made it clear that he's a fan.
That's
of
not
yours.
true. I know he's a fan if he's fucking sending a video in. That's why I went back to him.
Okay.
But what was he saying though?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, don't compare yourself?
Oh, this is a big one, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is tough. I mean, I used to even not just compare myself to people my age, but I used to compare myself to people from previous eras and what their age was at their time. It's insane.
That's
so
wild.
Let me tell you, I can really
Napoleon
relate.
did a lot by the time he was my age.
Yeah, well, that's why it's a bad idea
He also
to
died.
look backwards and be
He
like,
also died.
because things were just so different. Because people, like the
Of leprosy.
average lifespan was like 28 years old.
On an island alone. He couldn't even go back to his homeland.
It's just not applicable to you. That's so outside of your purview, of your universe. It literally has nothing to do with you. You are making yourself miserable.
Sucks, dude.
On your own.
It sucks.
Unaided by anyone else. If you find yourself ever doing that, realize it and stop. Because check this out. Life will make you miserable on its own. You don't need to help it.
It's so true, dude.
So stop helping your misery out.
It just
just is a waste of time. Who gives a fuck if someone's one day older than you, like, and has more money than you? Also, you're not 50.
You don't know how much money you're gonna make in a day?
You're not fucking 50. You're
really.
young.
He was young, bro.
Like, relax, take a breath. Who gives a shit about D4VD?
Yeah.
And just do your thing. And
The Forvid.
yeah, it just doesn't apply to you. You're making up a thing.
You're the man,
you're
bro.
Making up a thing.
No. You're the man, bro. Also, this is one of those things. Zoom out, bro.
Yeah.
Zoom
Yeah.
the fuck out.
Totally, yeah.
You know, zoom out. Check this out. Zoom out so far that you see the world, then zoom out more. Then there's the planets. Zoom out more. There's the galaxy, and then realize how small you are. And then beyond that, realize how infinitely smaller your fucking penis is. Dude, nothing matters. Your dick is so small. So who cares that DeForvid made a lot of money? Your dick is small. Stop talking about dates.
Do you know what? You want to talk about people, compare yourself. How about fucking you? If you're 27, if you're at least 27, why don't you compare yourself to Mr. Beast? The guy makes $500 million a year.
How about that? Yeah.
But why would you do that?
Well, he doesn't. His eyes don't move when he smiles.
He's a serial killer. It's very obvious.
Mr. Beast.
But he even has a serial killer named
Mr. Beast will kill someone.
Yeah.
He will be the
Mr.
direct
Beast
reason
strikes
why
again.
someone dies.
Yeah.
He will be the direct
I'm
reason.
sure he already has been. But
He will be or has been the direct reason that somebody has died of starvation too. And he is too. I mean, dude, that guy is. Let's see who can stay locked up for $5 million without food. Hi, I'm Mr.
Speaking of
Beast.
locked up, did you guys hear about that thing he did in Vegas?
Who?
There was some like big giveaway
Who?
that
Mr. Beast?
What do you mean who?
You talking about Mr.
dude?
Beast?
We spent the last 45 seconds talking about one person.
We were also talking about the Forvid.
Okay, so not the Forvid. I'm
Okay.
talking about Mr. Beast. He did some thing in Vegas, some event that like tons of people went to because he's Mr. Beast, and for some reason people care
It's weird, huh?
and paid money to
Also, he's
take
not-
themselves to Vegas, and they were instructed to stay in their rooms in Vegas. Something special was going to be delivered to them, and
Dude,
one
this
of the
guy thinks
people
he's a
that went
Bond villain.
was going to be given $10,000. And there's all these people. It's like the fucking Fire Fest thing. It's like all these people. Like I waited in my hotel room for 2 days, and all I got was like stuff in a bag, like a burlap sack filled with stuff that's on clearance on his website. And then I just had to fly home.
Well, no, fuck those people. They went.
Of course, but dude,
But still
you're
smile with
promising
your
the
eyes,
most
too.
wild like experience.
For one of them.
No. It was a whole. What does it say?
Okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah, but what I am
He
saying
even
is,
apologized. See,
yeah, I understand, dude. But the whole thing is with Mr. Beast, fucking, we all know you're 40, dude. The jig is up. There's no way that guy's fucking 27.
no, he's 27.
He could be the nicest guy in the fucking world. You still got to do different things with your face when you're talking.
Look at this. I was told to wait in my room for 2 days for a package to come. So I legit spent 2 days in my room for a package to come, and it was a box of chocolates.
Hard to feel
Some
bad for
woman.
somebody that would do that.
But
Everybody's a victim, though, you know?
But-
Like, you stupid fuck. Leave.
But they're
Get room
there
service.
for an event that never happened.
Fuck off.
Wow,
They went
look
on their
at-
own-
taking a shit in that picture. Just taking a
This
shit
guy
on the red
is
carpet.
a real person? Come on.
Is it really as simple as he just told people to wait in their rooms?
Yeah.
That's the event.
Yes.
Wait in your room.
That was the event.
Fuck those
Okay.
people.
All right.
From what you're saying, and it may not be the entirety of
A
it,
3-day event.
get out of here. Yeah, hey, if I say the event is laying down in a bed in a hotel room and you go, but it's an event, I fucking specified what it was.
He promised an unforgettable experience.
They will never forget that.
Yep.
It was so boring. Dude, I'm so tired of the victim fucking people pretend like they're victims, dude. You flew to Vegas.
But those people aren't. What do you mean? He even issued an apology because
he's scared.
No, because he scammed people.
What?
He lent his name to people. He licensed his fucking dumb name, Mr. Beast, and those people put together a bullshit scam thing that they got paid $1,000 per head and didn't give anyone anything besides a burlap sack full of fucking toothpaste and a cookie.
Did
or
one of them
some
win
shit.
10 G's?
I doubt it, but I don't know.
If one of them won 10 G's, then, dude, fucking.
I mean, there are
That's the game,
there are
bro.
victims in the world.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are. But those kinds of people are, it's like, I get it. Not all victims are fucking hit over the head and they're taking their wallet. But it's like, come on, bro. Come on.
They just didn't get what they
At
paid
what
for.
point did you do it to your fucking dude? Hey. From Wisconsin. Just.
Yeah. A lot. Bro, but people love him.
Hi, can I have some peanuts?
Just because they're fucking idiots doesn't mean they deserve to get fucked in the ass
I
by Mr.
understand, but
Beast.
I'm just saying, bro. It's like.
So, for some people, it was like the vacation for the year.
That sucks, and I feel bad.
Yeah,
and I
dude.
get, and that
People are
sucks
simple,
for them,
dude.
And
They're
that sucks
not
for
like
them.
fucking-
They deserve a fucking warm hug, dude.
But
But
they deserve
like,
their money back. Mr. Beast, you can afford it.
Look,
Send them all their money.
if I'm Mr. Beast and that happened, and I realized that the company was shady, I go, that fucking sucks. Everyone gets their money back.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay. However, I still am like, bro. I'm in the back of my head. I'm still like, don't be so fucking stupid though. Next time.
It's a good way to think of your fans.
No, I don't
they
make my
all-
fans do this.
I know, but they all were Mr. Beast fans, is what I'm saying. So I'm
Fans
saying,
are people,
mate.
though. Fans aren't stupid. People are stupid.
I don't understand the distinction.
I'm saying you're saying it's like it's not because they're his fans. They're people. He doesn't set out thinking I'm gonna do something nefarious. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So the people come and then they're like, "Fuck Mr. Beast," and everyone's like, "Fuck Mr. Beast."
Yeah.
That's not fair.
I mean,
From Pensacola.
it's a little fair. It's a little fair. He keeps getting caught up in these fucking dumb scam things that it's like, dude, stop licensing your shit.
Dude,
Like,
it's so
to
obvious
dumbasses.
who the crazy people are. Look at them. It's so annoying. Dude, that guy, are you kidding me? Look at him.
people love him, dude. What
No,
do you-
I understand. And that's fine. If you can't understand that that person is a kind of has a little bit of a screw loose,
Yeah.
come on.
Remember when people
We're
got mad at him?
evolved. It's 2025.
Remember when people got mad at him for like, what was it, building schools in Africa or setting up water wells in Africa because they were like, this is the peak white privilege? That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah. But
bullshit.
this is not bullshit. To be upset about this is not bullshit. I would be pissed too.
Fuck,
Anyway,
man.
let's keep going.
I wish I had $1 billion so I could build fucking schools in Africa. And then when people were like, that's peak white privilege, I go, fuck you. I'm taking the money out. They're all dying now, probably.
Worst response.
Hey.
Worst response.
Hey, I guess you shouldn't have said it, huh?
So vengeful, you know?
Ooh, I
So
wish I could build those
petty.
schools.
So petty. It's actually
Sorry, I can't build. But you know,
it was even more important. It was water. It
John Bones 59 at on X.
wasn't John Bones.
He said it was white privilege, so now you don't get to learn. Fuck these fucking people. Do what you want, Mr. Beast. I love Mr. Beast.
Wow. Made a fan.
But smile with your
What's
eyes.
up, man, Chris? I just want to thank you guys for
Hunter
agreeing
Biden.
with my seventh submission that I sent in
Hunter
about a month
Biden.
ago.
Also, the way his angle.
But I
his head
also
are
want to let
so
you guys
helpful. Hunter
know
Biden.
that I do show some of these clips to my wife. She's doesn't really watch.
Dick, rubbing
but
it in.
stuff that I think is hilarious. I'll
We'll-
show her a clip of.
We'll get her.
And I always lose it when Chris is talking about yanking it, and he does one of these.
Yeah.
Does one of those.
She ain't
I
for
lose
us.
it every time, and I show my wife, and She pulled that move out on me the other night.
Oh, all right, there we go, dude.
And started cracking up. So
fuck yeah, bro.
Just wanted you to know that you're really changing lives out here, and still worked. Still worked.
It worked.
Oh
Thanks,
wow,
guys.
that's too much. That's too much sensitivity.
You busted a jizz nut?
Hey. Too much sensitivity.
You
bro.
busted a jizz nut on that?
So foreign. It's too much sensitivity. No way, bro.
What? Why do you have it so close? You know?
Will you have it far away?
Well, no, you don't just fucking.
Yeah, you do, bro.
Why are you? What are you examining it?
Very interesting. You gonna splurt?
So not sexy. You know?
I disagree.
You're gonna splurt.
You gonna splurt? Oh, bro, I disagree. You gonna splurt? It's too much. It's too sensitive. Just twist your hands. Don't do the. It's too sensitive. You know, because you know it's like. It's fine. It's fine. Don't. I don't. You know. You ever like in your past been with one of those women that's just like. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah. You trying to take this with you?
Yeah.
Bro, what's going on? What are you fucking like? You at the Arsenio Hall show? Oh, whoa. No, sweetheart. It's too sensitive. Balls hitting her in the face. Just fucking. Like, relax, bro. It's love. It's love making. What's going on, man?
Yeah. I mean,
when you're
I
eating
don't
food, you eat it nicely. You don't fucking. It's fucking. Dude, it's crazy. Dude.
What makes me what I always think about when I run into shit like that, or someone who like kisses like real crazy. Wow.
Holding your face, eye contact.
stabbing you.
Just a lawnmower. Dude. Oh, sweetie, you don't. Oh, it's too.
Starting to see-do what you were doing.
It's too sensitive.
That's not too sensitive though. That's just like ow.
Yeah.
It's not even that, you know.
You can't take it with you.
I mean, fuck. Those situations are so bad, dude.
And you just. See you later. And you're just.
What? Oh man.
His last words were, it was too sensitive.
Here's what's fucked up though about that.
And where are you going with my?
She's whoever she is, whether it's that kind of thing or just a crazy kisser or like a really toothy blowjob or something. It's like this is how they've done it their whole life until now.
Crazy.
And so like
because dudes are bitches. Speak up.
But the weirdest one is the one who's a really bad kisser. Because you're just like, wait. Have you kissed before?
It is so
because if you've done it once, the person you kissed should have been like,
Tom Cruise in Magnolia. Tom Cruise in Magnolia. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, stop. Like, that's too aggressive. Like the tongue is so tight and like moving around and shit. You're just like, whoa. Like it's like their mouth is locked open and way wide open, and their tongue is just like this.
The Three Stooges, dude.
Sucks, dude.
Dude, or how about when wait, I was there was one time I was hanging out with someone on the couch in my old apartment a long time ago, and she would like did the thing where she would like bite my lip. I don't like any of that, okay? But then she kept doing it, and one time it hurt so bad that I said, "Oh," I go, "Ow." That was really hard.
Her lips are so sensitive.
I was like, that hurt. I was like, don't do that again, okay? She's like, okay. Bro, she did it again.
Yeah.
I thought I was bleeding.
Yeah.
And I go, you got to get out.
Okay. That's drastic. Yeah.
Bro, she kept biting me. You have to leave. She left, and I jerked off.
Nice. Like this?
Yeah, dude. Lips bleeding.
I
masturbated with lips bleeding.
I had a girl once biting like, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but
Yeah.
like just like would bite all up my neck.
A vampire.
And I was like, who
undead.
the fuck ever liked this? Like, you're not a virgin. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
So weird, dude.
That hurts. And I had
Yeah.
like bites. All, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't I have to consent to this? Don't people have to like be like, I like it rough, bite me? Like, isn't that how that works?
Yeah.
Or like,
Yes.
like fucking do this to me.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
No, don't just spring on a beat,
Don't
a beat down.
assume everyone's gonna like being bit really hard.
I had a girl straight up punch me in the face once.
No, come on.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you.
During sex?
Yep. It was crazy. Dude, it was crazy.
I mean, what?
I mean, I've been in some weird rooms, but she was like this. She goes like this. And it hit my
Why?
jaw, and I go, oh, fuck.
But what did
And I go, yo, I gotta leave. And she's like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm like, what?
what did she end up saying? Like,
She's like, I don't know. I got carried away, and I thought maybe you'd like it. And I was like,
who likes getting hit in the face?
no.
That's not a good chance to take in the bedroom, you know?
It was crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah,
I'm a victim.
jeez. That's no good. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
punch someone in the face kind of ever.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's because this is at night. We're recording at night. I'm really activated. I gotta.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, sure. We could do another one. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try to calm it down, though. I'll calm it down.
Chris and Matt, I cannot tell you guys how
Nice
much
sweater.
you mean to me.
Aw.
I have been going through fertility treatment. I'm
Aw.
single, so I've been doing it alone,
Aw.
without a partner. It's been really hard, but
God
I've
bless
always
you.
wanted children my entire life. I've always wanted to be a mom. I'm
Cool.
getting older. I'm going to be 37 years old.
Okay.
Every night I'm injecting myself with medication. I'm
Right.
increasingly feeling symptomatic,
Yeah.
just like headachy and
Yep.
nauseous and bloated.
I've
and
heard it's pretty
I feel like
crazy.
I'm getting fat.
Well,
All
nah,
of that
nah.
being said, I wanted to tell you guys at nighttime when I'm doing my injections, I have like 2 or 3 injections. I put your videos on my phone. You guys are with me in it. And I just
Aw.
laugh and it makes me feel happy during an
Aw.
otherwise hard time. Chris, I just ordered your Life Rips merch to wear to my procedure when I am going to get my eggs taken
Wow.
out. Because no matter what, I want to keep a good attitude. I'm going to have babies one day. I'm going to do it. I'm going to find a good guy and we're going to bring babies into the world. Life rips. And thanks
Oh,
for
yeah.
being
That
there
is-
on this journey with me.
That is
Good for
the
you.
sweetest thing.
Basically, I'm their dad.
No, don't.
We're
true.
we're her kid's dad.
That's not true, dude.
More
and she
or
doesn't
less.
have kids yet, but that is the sweetest. That is really sweet, man. Well, you really
It's-
did bring it down
it's
to
really
a nice comment.
crazy that people really like us or me or whatever.
Dude. No, you
No, but for
can't-
real though, it's
it
really
is so weird.
I'm
dude.
always like, huh.
yeah. it
When
is so
someone
weird.
tells me how much they like me or us or the
Okay,
show
that's
or my
not-
show. No, I'm being serious though.
Okay,
any of it.
Okay, gotcha.
Any of it.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Or if
damn,
they mention my stand up to you. but
that's so cool.
yeah, it is really.
But
fucking
also,
cool.
why?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm
'cause-
saying?
Yeah, I do understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is really sweet. I hope it'll work out. You just, I don't really understand. I know what doing the injections for fertility is, but if you're, so they hold her eggs.
Correct. You do the shots
Uh-huh.
to get your eggs,
Eggs.
in the best possible
Right.
shape and position
Right.
to be harvested, taken out,
Mhm.
and frozen so that
Right.
when the time comes,
Right.
you will have the maximum amount of viable eggs
Right.
for which to be for them to be inseminated with a piece of semen.
And they put those in a guy's balls, and then the guy has the baby.
No. Then the guy's jizz nut, one of them goes into the egg,
Right.
and they try to turn that into.
And the baby's born in a laboratory.
No, put into someone. It's shot back into her or
Hello, mama. Hello, papa.
shot back into her or someone.
Daddy. Daddy. Oh my gosh, we did it. Hello, Daddy.
So scary.
When is dinner?
Just right away.
What? You know how to talk? What the fuck? I am so glad to be alive now because of Harvesting mother's eggs. I love that I was inseminated upon.
Gay. I mean, just gay. A gay robot.
Daddy. Hi, mommy.
Just crying.
Because that's what babies do, but he's an adult crying.
Yeah. How different would it be if childhood
cold.
was like so brief? You basically had an adult in like 8 months after being born. I feel like less people would have kids. Yeah.
Not me, bro. I would have so many homies. I would have so many fucking homies, bro.
It's basically how other mammals very like
Yeah.
fucking
They come out ready.
like chimps and shit.
It
They
would
don't
be
take that
so
long.
dope if I could have kids, adults, and then just bring them home from the hospital and then watch fucking J horror movies that night
With your
They're all
child.
just yo, Daddy, what language is this? I'm scared. Stay with me in my room tonight.
It's so scary.
Just like this. Daddy! Dad! I'm scared! Can I sleep with you and Mom? Just like this. Daddy. Just in the you and Mom. And then he rolls over, starts fucking the mom.
I mean.
No! Daddy, what? Sorry, I saw it in the movie. You can't fuck my wife. That's your mom. Okay, what's mom? You know what you're doing? You're being like those Mexicans who pretend they don't know English when they get pulled over. You know fucking English.
Wanted to make it racist, you know?
Daddy, I'm sorry, I don't understand you. Sorry, Daddy. I can't understand you. I was just bored. I'm not scared anymore. Good night. He fucking lied to us, sweetie. She's just like, where did he get the condom? Daddy! I'm scared. Can I sleep with you guys? Daddy!
He's plotting the whole time.
Daddy!
Is that 2 condoms?
I'm scared. Can I come sleep with you guys? Oh man, thank God I'm here. Oh, I got scared of that J horror movie. Mama.
Stop with that part.
Mama. You can't have sex. You cannot have sex with my wife. That's your mother. I don't understand.
He's got a
No speak the English. No speak the English. How do you know how to say that in Spanish, but you don't know the English version of that? You're 1 day old.
Fuck.
I'm so hot right now.
It's too hot.
It's so sweaty.
It's just too hot.
All right. Well, I said we were going to bring it down. We certainly did not bring it down.
Why is it so hot in here? It's cold outside.
Yeah, it's very hot.
It's fucking hot as shit, dude. It's probably hot because I'm being so sexy, honestly.
No.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Get tickets to my show. I'll be in Syracuse coming up, you know. Fertility.com. Appreciate you.